Choi Wyan, do you take Jungkook as your husband? Your head was down as you were too hurt to even look at the man you are getting married to. Tears made your vision blurry while you slowly gave a nod. You may now kiss the bride, he said, looking at Jungkook. Your grip on the bouquet got tightened when you heard this. Jungkook simply lifted your chin and gave a quick peek just to complete the formality. Welcome in the house, madam. I'm housemaid Han, she said, flashing you her not so much yet a wrinkled smile as she looked around your grandmother's age. Jungkook straight went upstairs without even looking at you, while you saw him going with a sad look which Mrs. Han seems to notice. You must be tired also. Let's go, I'll show you your room. I've prepared everything so that you can peacefully take shower and sleep well, she said, guiding you towards your room. I hope it matches your taste a little. You're simply looking around. It's so beautiful, thank you, Grandma. She looked at you with surprised expression as she never expected such heartwarming words from your mouth. Grandma? Is it okay if I call you Grandma? Her eyes got moist as she nodded. I'm hearing this word after losing my granddaughter 4 years ago. I'm sorry, you said, feeling extremely bad for her. She was also like you, kind-hearted. I feel like seeing my reign by looking at you. You should change into comfortable clothes. I'll go now. You nodded while she left. You took a long breath and sat on the bed. This marriage happened so suddenly that you didn't got a chance to know about him. You only knew he's a single dad and his wife died 6 months ago during an accident. The day you first saw him, you already got the idea that he won't love you because the way he never looked at you even for once, and even now he didn't care where you at. You denied to marry him, but your father forced you, so you got no choice. You wiped your tears and went inside the bathroom to change. You were coming down from stairs when suddenly your feet trapped and you were about to fall, but Jungkook catched you. He quickly removed his hand from your waist and stepped back. Watch your way. He stepped down. He straight went to Mrs. Han while you came down. Is everything all ready? She nodded. Yes, we have prepared everything. Thank you. He walked other side. You came near Mrs. Han while trying to find out what is happening. There was so much hustle as maids were preparing the dining room and going here and there. Is there something special today, Grandma? She smiled and nodded. Little John is coming after a month, and also Jungkook's parents and sister with her husband. He don't live with his son. It's not easy to single parent a child, and Jungkook's work barely allow him to come home and spend some time with his son. That's why his sister is keeping little John with her. She recently got married, but now that you came, he will get his mother. You just gave a little smile. I know it's not easy, but I believe you will do it. You looked at Jungkook, who was instructing the servants. He looked like little cold from outside but is a very good guy. Don't worry, you'll slowly get to know. She patted your shoulder and again walked. I'm sorry, Ryan. We stuck in states for some stupid meetings and didn't able to make it to your wedding day. I was so sad. It's okay, Unni. It happened so suddenly. I can understand. Oh, thank you so much. Okay, now let's meet your son. You guys should introduce yourself to each other, she said, making Jungkook's son sit on her lap. Meet your son Jungsu. And Jungsu, say hi to Mama, she said, waving his little hand towards you while you smiled. You picked him and carried him in your arms. Hi, Cookie Boy. Are you happy to see me? All of them smiled, looking at you getting attached with Jungkook on first day itself, but Jungkook's face didn't show any emotion. I can already see it that you guys will gonna have the strongest bond. Okay, let's take a picture of you guys. Jungkook, come here, she said, looking at him. Jungkook didn't seem to like it either but doesn't wanted to make a scene, so he got up and sat on the couch beside you. It was the first time you felt him this close. Somi took out his phone and opened the camera. Ryan, shift a little closer to Jungkook. There is so much space. You looked at Jungkook, who didn't even look back. You shifted a little closer while Somi clicked your picture. Wow, it came out so beautifully. See, Amma? She said, showing it to Mrs. John. She smiled as her eyes got moist. See how happy my grandson is looking. I hope they always stay together like this. Jungkooka, we all are sad for what happened, but now you should forget her. You won't come out from this pain if you're stuck in past. You got more responsibilities now. Why that girl has came here leaving his family friend just to be with you, even after everything. Don't make her regret her decision. We can already see her selfless love for Jungsu. She's ready to keep and raise some other woman's child. Do you think any other girl would do that? She also deserves to be treated the same way as she's treating us. Move on from past and accept her as your wife. Maybe you both were meant to be together and not Meena. Oma, do you think it's that easy? I've lost a girl who used to be my everything. My soul died with her. I never think of loving some other woman on her place. Mrs. John sighed and put her hand on top of his, squeezing them gently. Yes, you're right. YN is not her replacement. It's the new life, Jungkook. No one can bring Meena back. You have a whole life ahead and YN is the one who's going to be with you in this journey. Jungsu got a mother. He may not be her biological son, but Jungkook, never make her feel like that. Try to open up and she'll fill your life with happiness. I'm sorry, Uma, but I can't promise you anything. I was never ready for second marriage. It's just Jungsu because of whom I did it. He's the only memory she left behind and I would do anything to protect him. He got up and walked away from there while Mrs. John's eyes teared up. I can understand your pain, my baby. She burst in tears silently. It was already night time and everyone left. After the dinner, you took Jungsu to sleep and after that Jungkook took him in his room. After taking a relaxing hot bath, you came out from the bathroom in towel wrapped around your body and was wiping your hair in front of the mirror, humming a tune. That's when the door suddenly opened, making you flinch and your eyes widened when you saw Jungkook. He quickly turned back and closed the door when he saw you in towel. You felt so embarrassed, you quickly put on your nightgown and opened the door. Do you need something? I'm sorry, I forgot to knock. It's okay, you can turn back now, you said in a low voice. I think Jungsu's feeding bottle left here. Is it? Let me check. You checked in your room and found near nightstand as it left when Jungkook came to get him. You picked it and came near him. It's here. Is Jungsu up? Yes, he's crying. I think he's hungry, he said, taking the bottle from your hand. I fed him before he slept. I think there's something else. Maybe. You nodded and walked towards his room, which was just one room away from yours, and he followed. It's okay, baby. Now everything is okay. You fixed his pant and picked him in your arms, giving a kiss on his cheek. Now you're all set. I've changed your diaper. I didn't pay attention to it. I thought he's hungry. You got up and looked at him. I don't think he's gonna sleep any soon now, so I'm taking him in my room. You can rest. It's okay, you go and sleep. I'll take care of him. I'm not sleepy anyways. Good night. You left the room. Yes, I'm working here since Jungkook was a small baby. I saw him growing up, even getting married. He then shifted in this house with Meena, and I have to come also because they said they don't need any other housemaid except me. But grandma, how did she die? I heard that it was only 3 months after their marriage. And what about Jungsu? There were like a pool of questions in your head which you wanted to get answered. It was a tragedy that changed everyone's life, she said, expressing the sorrow. Mina and Jungkook were arranged to marry. Both families had good connections and they wanted to make it more stronger. Those children started to see each other, and after graduating from high school, they both went abroad for further studies together. Meena got pregnant there, but they didn't told anyone because maybe the fear. But when they came back after finishing their studies, by that time Meena was already 8 months pregnant. Both families decided to get them married right away, and so they got married. And after 1 month, Jungsu came in the world. Everything was going smoothly until one day we heard Meena got into a car accident and couldn't made it. Jungsu was only 3 months back then. It wasn't easy to heal after that incident, but Jungsu needed a mother. He shouldn't yearn for a mother's love, and Jungkook also, he was suffering on his own, and that's why Mrs. Sean decided to get him married again, so that those empty wounds can be healed. And now everyone have hopes because they know that you are that girl who would heal his wounds, who will become their happy family. Time started to pass. Jungkook often started talking to you, and somewhere you both started to get close because of Jungsu. Jungkook never talked to you harshly nor say something that might hurt. But it doesn't mean he started falling for you. He never wanted to hurt you because he knew how much you are sacrificing, and now living with them, taking care of Jungsu like your own son. But to be honest bro, nothing feels same as with Meena. Even look at yourself, it's like you are just living like a dad. You shouldn't have married again. How can you say that, James? Can't you see how pure and selfless that girl is? But does he love her? Come on bro, it's the truth. She's just wasting her time raising another woman's kid. Yeah Jungkook, just admitted that you are making her life miserable. She seems to already fallen for you, but you still didn't move on from Meena. Tears escaped from your eyes when you heard their conversation. You were waiting for Jungkook to answer. You thought after those months maybe he have also started to feel something for you, but he didn't said anything. He just poured himself another glass of wine and drank it. When his eyes fell on you as you were standing near the door. He didn't expect you to appear here. He noticed tears in your eyes which clearly showed how hurt you are. His heart started to ache seeing you cry. He denied it to himself, but your feeling does affect him. When you smile in front of him, somewhere in his heart he feels that. Seeing you sad make him upset too. You left from there without saying anything while Charlie also noticed you. He looked at Jungkook who was still looking at your direction. Consider yourself lucky bro, because not everyone get a girl like her. You would only regret in future after hurting her. Accept your love for her and make her feel her importance. Meena was only meant to be with you for that time. Now it's her. She's the one who's gonna be with you for life, so cherish it. Doesn't hurt her like that. You locked the door behind you and broke in tears. This time you feel extremely hurt. You are giving him time to move on slowly and never force him to love you. You understand well that it's not easy to move on after losing your loved ones, but now it seems hard because your heart also longed for his love. You felt hurt when he just stayed silent there when his friends were asking if he's even trying to love you. You felt like a stupid who is expecting so much from something you can never get. When Jungkook's friends left, he didn't went to his room, but instead he came outside your room. He wants to apologize for everything but was in a drunken state, so he stopped himself. Whole night he stayed there sitting, leaning to the door. Next morning, you were feeding Jungsu and Jungkook was eating his breakfast, or you can say just pretending, because his eyes were only on you. He could see by looking at your face that you had cried a lot last night as your eyes were puffed. With time, Jungsu has grown up a little. He has started to know so many things, and most of the time he stayed with you, even in night. He needs you to be his side, or else he won't even fall asleep. Can you pass me that salt? You didn't reply. He could see you're not going to talk to him anymore. You picked Jungsu and was about to leave a bit angrily, but he was quick enough to grab your hand and block your way. You didn't look at him. I'm sorry, Vian. You felt like crying. In fact, you, Urva. It's not like I don't want to love you, but I feel guilty and ashamed of myself. I feel like I'm not the right person you should be with. I don't deserve you. I was selfish on the first place. I didn't able to give you what you deserve. But now I don't know if you'll believe me or not, but I have fallen for you, Vian. But too afraid because I feel like I'm getting more than what I deserve. I was ready to give you all the time you needed. I never forced you to love me. Still, if someone come and ask you if you love me or not, shouldn't you at least just say that you're trying? Or maybe you do. Is it that difficult? He lowered his head and nodded, crying silently. I'm sorry. I know I'm stupid. That's why I want you to be with me. Can you please take up with this stupid so that he would never do any stupidity? Because you'll be there to correct him. Jungsu was making his baby sounds when he just said a word that was so unexpected at that moment. It was his first word and all he said was Oma. He was repeatedly saying that while you both looked him shocked. Your tears didn't want it to stop. Jungkook hugged both of you.
está. Y ahora en mi corazón tú estás. Y ya no quiero a nadie más. Contigo que quiero pasarla. Mamacita, vámonos.